Is this something similar to Real Housewives of Oklahoma or something? Not really housewives.
Oh,
Not in the slightest.
that would be a horrifying show.
Hey, paisanos!
It's Super Guacamole Super Show.
Ba-da-bum-ba-da-da.
But
Me oh my pepperonis! It's a giant pizza monster! Like, literally, this is something that would be in that show, in the cartoon.
Yeah, probably.
I still
It's a
can't
giant
get the
pizza
clip-
monster with a bird beak!
I can't get the clip of Mario saying, "Oh, fuck you, Luigi," out of my head.
Yes, exactly.
Wait,
He's
What?
saying
You don't know
thank you, but he says, but it sounds so much like "fuck you."
Yes.
Captain Lou, no.
Anyway, let's just get back in here. Hey, it's Steve Guacamole Gaming. I'm Devil's Avocado. I'm joined by...
It's a me, a Fred.
It's a me, Emmy.
It's a me, Konetsu.
Oh boy.
So, back to game. Anelia digs around her pockets and brandishes a bottle. She chucks
Time to get crunk.
She chucks the cap away and sprays powder on the places Vitiel got bumped along the way. Blast it.
Miracle
Get
Girl.
off. Get off first, then apply Histomed.
Not like it takes an age to use this stuff, but let's go, go, go!
Nella casts the bottle aside, its contents shake and roll away from the two, shaking the dairy bits off as they do. Chris leaps away from the Genophil's thrusting thorns, and stops the others. The impact of Chris's landing sticks her heavy legs in the floor for a moment.
I gotta say real quick, I love that there's a typo and dairy is misspelled as diary.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Damn, I want to go back.
Yeah, scroll wheel. Scroll wheel up and you'll go back. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Shaking off the diary bits.
Ha.
Vitiel shakes off and faces the Genophil again and casts his wrists out at it. Chris catches Vitiel's attention with a hand wave.
Hold on, Vid. Does such a thing as a Venus cheese trap exist?
What the heck? No, why would... Oh! Gotcha!
Vitiel's hands stiffen with more conviction. Vines fluff around his wrists. The Genophil lurches again at Vitiel, but Anelia yanks him away just in time. She rounds the corner nearby with the Godwins backing to that corner. Lucius and Chris keep firing at the bulbs. Pew pew! Pew pew!
Pew, 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 pew.
The Genophil turns focus to them, casting one arm back. It launches out as Chris shoves Lucius aside and she rolls past. Before the arm impacts the wall, however, a toothy plant rips through the monster's shoulder, severing one of its limbs. It just got Vore in here. The Genophil turns towards its aggressor again and assumes a threatening posture. Enough opportunity for the...
More.
Feed me! Man, that movie is just Vore, isn't it?
I'm a mean green mother from outer
Outer
space,
space,
and I'm
I'm
bad.
bad.
Big green bad.
Enough opportunity for more cheese traps to go snap! Snap. Snap. It's a snack that snapples back. Gold crunk. It's... This is like those brand name things where they change some of the letters around. Spubbies. It's for
McDonald's.
McBonables. Its torso collapses onto the ground along with the other 3 limbs. SB bulbs from the arms and legs draw back to their connecting points and boil. Cheese begins to string the beast back together. The projectiles from Lucille Ball and Chris disagree. The bullets and screws rip through the mucus-filled orbs and totally disable the limbs. Chris and Lucy aim at the body's eyes. Torso slumps away and lashes a lactose tentacle at the histomed bottle, and Nelia discarded and engulfs it. After doing so,
my booze!
After doing so, it rolls towards the hole from before and splats into the lobby's first floor. Between the spirals of the stairway twists, from floor to ceiling, a vortex of feathers, plumbing, and pizza residue grows. From time to time, SB bulbs emerge and bubble from the entity before receding. The exterminators all take a moment to balk and vomit in their mouths. Nelia nudges Lucy Lou's trigger arm.
This game got even better.
Can you imagine? He straightens up, eyes widened. He launches more bolts into the amalgamation. Some bulbs burst, and other rounds are absorbed into the mass. You're willing to stick your hands in that mockery of foodstuff, Swamp Queen? Get to it!
I keep the preserve for my people here kinda swampy and all, but it's not like I bathe in this garbage.
Chris steps by, removing one glove again. Her standard figures recede. Figures? And then extends again in semi-spiral blades. Buzz buzz. She clamps the appendages together, and her hands begin to drill. Oh, is this gonna pierce the heavens?
Who the hell do you think I am?
Nice.
Vit, get over here and throw something up to block any crap from mucking me up too much.
VTL nods and sprints to Chris, back to back with her. VTL throws his wrist so that he's around Chris. Bark grows from them, forming a barricade around all but the drill. All components near Chris's offense get thrown in all directions. Lucius and Nelia shoot and smash any SB bulbs that get flung out of the potpourri. The swirling colony thins out, shrinking away from the drilling.
Vit, close up and everyone else get back.
Vidal and Nelia's act according to Chris's command. Only Lucario remains still. I already used that one, but I don't care, I like it. Suppenstein, you seem to be forgetting who is the student and... The genophil mass explodes, sending itself through the whole lobby. Sewage-filled rods smash away at paneling. Cheese sticks to everything, especially one exterminator leader. Feathers decorate all surfaces as well. The scene quiets down, but after seconds, one small chirp is heard. Who's poking that damn bird?
I can't help it.
Lucy.
It's like a stress ball.
Ludicrous, barely containing his seething, peers out from his new attire to the best of his ability. You will pay innumerable times over for this, you monster.
I heard you like monsters, so we put some monsters in your monsters and then wrapped it all in pizza.
L. Diddy stickily casts his finger down to the stairway leading to floor 1. One genophil remains. Landon grunts and attempts to flail his arms, but his coverings restrict him. Vidal pulls himself away from the bark shield and throws his wrist out to the last target. Any grunt he makes are overwhelmed by his growling stomach. Then his stomach's grumbling is overcome by his whimpers. Chris breaks away from Vitiel and stomps. Once both feet are away from him, she strains her legs. The cheese proves to be too great an anchor for her legs, causing her to force her torso off her mechanical legs and plant herself face first in the muck. Anelia treads her legs through the sticky terrain, faring better than the others. She reaches the stairs and catches the last genophil with her eye. Until now, it scurried in place. It sees the advancing Anelia and begins to flee down. Despite Anelia's advantage over the other exterminators in moving, she still cannot keep up. She reaches the railing that overlooks the building's exit. The genophil skitters towards it. Anelia looks among her held-up allies and shudders.
It really has to come to this. Thanks for forcing the finish on me like this, guys. Blah.
Her throat quivers as she swallows. Anelia's tongue lashes out ahead of the genophil's path and clings. She pulls the last offender and spreads her arms. Once it is in range, she slams her palms into the creature's head and digs her fingers in. Unfortunately, the mess has no gaps in the fingers to slip through, mucking up her webbing. I didn't even notice the webbing. Anelia's eye twitches and her tongue hangs out, its tip stuck with cheese and feathers and metal.
Mouthwash! Mouthwash!
Anelia begins the cleanup project by freeing the others first. All four fix up the place so that it can at least be walked through easily. I suppose with that performance, you two now pass. As mentor and boss, I am so very proud. 1 minute of calm hits before Landon bolts up and shouts. Hold on. Should we not check the rest of the pizza? Chris, who had long since fixed and cleaned her parts, lifts the lid of the pizza with caution and disgust. Anelia picks up her former slice.
I've been tricked. My piece was fine.
That means...
Vidal freezes up for a moment before zooming towards the box and ripping out another slice. Chris shoots it away, and the crumpled remains of Anelia's. Vidal's tears bubble once again.
You'd still eat literal sewage after all that?
Such incompetence.
My pizza.
Episode 1, end.
Don't forget to check the now open Skate Library.
Woohoo!
Alright. It looks like that is the entirety of the demo, which was super cool.
Yeah,
I liked it.
it's so cute. And gross.
Yeah. There's a lot of exposition. I would have liked more dialogue, just because I'd like to know a bit more, but the action was really interesting, which you usually don't get a lot of action in visual novels.
Everyone, give them money so they can make more art for this.
Yes.
Yes.
Fund them!
Alright, let's see what the skits are, real quick. Hit skit, go to Existential Pizza Crisis.
Hey, Lucy?
Yes, what is it that you need?
Well, considering recent job experience, I've been wondering what your beef with pizza is.
The better question is how you can bear yourself to nigh constant exposure to what can hardly be called sustenance.
You take that back.
Pizza existing doesn't hurt or threaten you. Why are you acting like it'll eat us out of house and home?
You bring up what happened the other day, then disregard it as your with your last statement? How have you not sworn off feasting on such slimy chimera?
Chimeras.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
They're tasty and filling. Oh. They're tasty and just filling enough.
you eat the whole in minutes.
Lucy, you know I gotta eat a lot. And hey, you've been avoiding my question this whole time.
You know, well, I mean, they are disgusting. That is all that really needs to be said.
But why are they disgusting?
Do you ever actually look at the filth you've been shoveling down your gullet?
They are tasty and don't make me sick. Most of the time.
This does
You
sound like
still
you, Emmy.
haven't actually said why.
Those monstrosities are practically sludge. Not even puddings or gelatinins. Gelatinins approach that level.
Gelatins.
Yes.
I mean, what about the taste? There's so much you can do with them.
Texture is a significant factor in the culinary. Any hope that those things may have is quashed by the barely digestible swamp.
Guess I'll just have to keep wallowing around in my poor taste. Woe is me. But you don't have to act like it wiped out your whole family or something, okay?
Pizza whipped his family.
Oh god.
That pizza got whipped out at his family. Pardon while I whip this out.
No.
I have no idea who's gonna be in any of these, but let's see. It's just cute enough to just eat up. Oh boy. Sorry, Coco. Background street walk.
Emergency! There's no background!
Flies after your grapes again?
Sounds like a euphemism for an STI.
Yeah, bug spray, fly paper, anything!
There's no flies. There's nothing. We're in the void. Hold on. How about this?
Oh, right. Thanks.
If you're being bugged like that, why don't you just drop him off like a lizard's tail?
That'd mean ditching the key fashion statement.
You can just grow them back, though.
Even them vanishing for a moment's catastrophic.
This is a person that loves their
The
aesthetic.
magnificent juicy jiggle of this vineyard, shining in the sunlight with my cute beaming eyes. It's the essence of who I am.
You should at least tip me for my services. Yoink!
Don't commit crimes against fashion.
Wait, that was Vore. That was flirtatious, then she ate part of her.
Oh my.
No.
We've actually
take my
featured
berries.
Vore on the channel now. Okay, I think we can...
Elliot, please don't take my berries.
Have you seen my berries?
Still have them found.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. Let's not
Oh
remember
God,
that. Okay, let's pop in public unrest then.
Nope.
A background.
A background.
Thanks. You have a good day too.
Oh god, what happened to the
We're back in the
background?
void! We're in the void! Help!
Was I the only company you could get on your errand running? Vit too busy?
You try to excuse it every time by saying that. And I'll keep telling you that you need a change of pace.
I suppose it all works out, even if I am just following you around to buy your folks stuff.
Yeah, and you prefer I don't yammer on about them too much, though it does seem to spur you on your own job a bit.
It's going to end up a necessity, you know. Hey, since they don't get out nearly as much as you, most people don't see any Sapiens, I know how to speak, aside from you, do they?
Yeah, it's tough for pretty much anyone but me to get out.
Jeez, guilt me out of the question I was leading up to, huh?
No, it's fine. Shoot.
You don't get too many weird looks considering, do you?
Oh, I mean, I still get some, but I think most folks close to home have gotten used to me. It's whenever I bring anyone else out, not often, that I get the worst of it. Okay, but how about you and your big metal steppy?
Ah, right. I guess since my own frame's not so big and the current model of my limbs is pretty heavy, I've gotten some unwanted attention. I mean, it's not like I've caused any damage with these on accident. Much.
Baka. It was the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really was. At least, unlike that idiot, I don't belt out manifestos with little provocation.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I mean.
Get out of the void! Yeah, then there's Vit. Not sure how everyone seems to believe his cosplay claims, but it's worked out for as long as we know.
Interesting to note. Interesting to note, in mine, it was her.
Yeah, mine's been them.
Mine's been she mostly, but these are his.
Huh.
Mine's been there. Interesting.
Interesting. I will go with, for those at home that don't know, we all play these on our own separate computers, so we're not looking at the same screen. Because of the attempt of doing this is to mix up the pronouns, I will keep it as whoever is reading the pronoun, that's the pronoun used at that moment. So
Yes.
Guess it's just easier not to fret about it in their case. Wish I could say the same for a bunch of other things.
these are pretty quick, but I really like them because they cover the dialogue that I was like, there's not much dialogue. We didn't get to meet the people, and now this is happening. So,
Yeah. Or personality.
That's a bit more of a contemplative side than usual. Something bugging you?
Vit, we have to talk about Pizon.
Already told you, Pizon is Pizon. Just a pal, a pizza paisano, a pizzano,
Yes, Vit, I get it. The dedication to that moniker, weird as it is rather admirable. But why have they stuck with such a name? Is such a lowly occupation worthy of titling yourself over?
Psst. Shocked that you haven't considered yourself in a similar boat. They're them, that's really it. I can respect that much taking charge and passion of one's own identity. I mean, is it more of a problem than Vit naming me Chris and you calling Vit Vitiel? Of course, that doesn't mean it's an automatic gain of my respect.
Bah, you are such to talk. Weird. The dramaticism. Anyhow, it's a bit of an awkward way to name oneself. Why can't they call themselves something with a similar ring? Philippe. Or Pennywise.
You look like you're putting a lot of thinking towards naming someone you supposedly detest. Those are cute ideas, but yeah.
It to make dealing with them slightly less unbearable.
Why does Pisan get that kind of attention, but not me?
That would not be worth the trouble.
Fuck.
And overload off. 1.
Oi, Chris! You got a moment?
VTL?
Is something up?
No, not really. Just I've been asking for my company a lot lately. You joining the bandwagon? Finally seeing him for who he is, Vit?
What? Jeez, I guess you're right about the hanging out part, though.
Ah, yes, of course. Okay.
So, you got any hobbies or anything?
It's well above a hobby, but I'd consider my work in my office to be such.
No, I mean, like, for fun.
What are you talking about? I'm not sure how much clearer I can be.
I've been thinking, just, you need to unwind more. I'll find something for us to do together.
Well, I could one day show you the light of what I'm doing.
That seems to be a bit overwhelming for now.
It is! And you are being that way as well.
Oh.
I mean, sure. Let me know, I guess.
Baka.
Okay.
Baka.
Baka.
The end!
Huh. Okay. So, I'm excited for this. They've got a good ways to go. Hopefully, with having a Let's Play out there, gotta try to get this done as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Fund them.
Fund them.
Money, 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 money.
And even if they don't make their goal, the higher they get towards their goal, the easier it's going to be for them to try to do this again.
Yeah.
So even if it doesn't look like they're gonna make it, which may be, still try and commit what you think you would if they tried again and they got further. And they really hit it out of the park, like I'm hoping they will. So they may also re-put it up and decide to go for a lower goal by cutting out certain parts of the cost. And the more that you say that you're willing to do, the more that they can make that happen. So go. The link is in the doobly-doo. Play the demo yourself and hear the voice acting, which we skipped past.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys at home can have your own
That
experience.
should be a good selling point for some people, the full voice acting.
You don't have to listen to us dumbasses if you don't want to.
We're
Don't have to listen to
amateurs.
Brad trying to think of every L name there has ever been.
The problem is, I came up with another one, but I never said the name again. I had Lando Calrissian, but
Oh.
anyway, all right. We have to get leave before the power ends. So hey,
Before
so
I die.
this has been
don't let
Evil
her die.
Guacamole Gaming. I am the Devil's Avocado, and I've been joined by.
Fred.
Emmy.
And Konetsu.
Man, you guys, I'm not even gonna have to edit most of these. You guys just actually time them out all on your own. I'm a little weirded out. It never happens. It's always been everyone at the same damn time. Anyway.
Learned from past experiences, Brad.
Yeah.
We're learning and growing, Brad. Soon you won't be able to contain us.
Soon we will burst free of the confines of this channel.
Huzzahs.
Oh.
Be a new growth on the backside of YouTube. Okay.
Thank you, Brad.
Anyway. Well,
I love being compared to a butt zit.
Well, I mean, I'm suggesting you're
totally
spreading from.
make-
I'm suggesting you're spreading from this current.
I'm spreading the butt.
You know
Press the
what?
butt of YouTube.
You know what?
Check out our channel.
Right to the brown eye of content.
Coming soon or not. Who knows?
I
Those cheeks.
I didn't think you would goats there. Oh, that's enough. All right, let's go. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Brad,
God.
honey,
Fuck it.
stop.
Anyway,
You're digging a hole.
we're on a time limit. Otherwise, I'd explain. Anyway.
Thank God.